Hey, this is Dan Feerst. You may know me as the publisher of WorkExcel.com and the publisher of WorkplaceNewsletters.com. And I thought I'd create this video to explain Frontline Employee Newsletter to those of you who have been inquiring about it and those of you who are just now discovering it. About 18 years ago, I was assigned the task of creating a workplace wellness productivity tips newsletter for Arlington County Public Schools and Arlington County government. I couldn't keep up with it. I'm a clinical social worker, so I have a lot of health background, and I've been in the healthcare field doing clinical social work for about 35 years. But when I was at Arlington Public Schools, I couldn't do all of my duties and also put together a newsletter on a monthly basis. And I discovered there were a lot of people out there in the country who were assigned the exact same problem. Do all your duties, make those the most important thing and part of your job, but also as part of your essential functions, you get to produce the company newsletter. Well, I've bumped into a lot of companies that couldn't do that. No one could keep up with putting together an in-house newsletter. And the reason that you can't do it is because it requires too much intense focus. And once you have one done, you get relief. And after 2 or 3 days, the pressure mounts again to get the next one out. It'll start to interfere with your time after work. You'll start thinking about the newsletter and what you haven't done or what you need to do on the weekends when you're socializing with family and friends, and it becomes a major burden. That was my experience. So I started producing an in-house workplace wellness newsletter at home. I couldn't keep up with it at work. So I then eventually got stressed out by that, and I told my boss, I said, hey, listen, why can't I do this at home? Just give it to you guys for free. Don't count my time. I'll offer this newsletter to other human resource professionals and counselors and administrative assistants or whoever, and then you'll get my time, plus I get this product to offer other people. And they said, great, no problem. So that's how Frontline Employees started. Well, let me tell you some of the important features about this newsletter. There is nothing to do when it arrives. It is ready to be distributed the second it comes to your inbox. It is never late. It's 2 pages. It comes monthly, but you can decide how frequently you want to distribute it. You can take any article and edit it, amend it, delete it, or add your own content into the newsletter. We take our professional graphic artists and create your own name for the newsletter using your logo and colors from your website so it matches your work culture. The newsletter is for any company, any size, anywhere in the world. We can offer the newsletter in Spanish as well as English. And if you are in Canada, as a lot of our customers are, you can edit the content so you can get rid of Americanisms or actually change the words in it so they're fitting for your text and language. The newsletter is completely proofed before it arrives. It is eight articles. The longest article is 250 words or so, and the shortest articles run about 75 to 80. We've discovered that articles of this length get completely read. Here's another thing. The newsletter being only 2 pages and also coming monthly is 50% more content, but more likely to be read content than a 4-page newsletter with long feature articles in it that comes quarterly. Many of you are familiar with quarterly newsletters. What you want are tips and productivity ideas, help for employees around stress and wellness and family and communication and respect in the workplace and avoiding harassment, increasing team skills, and all the things that companies want employees to have. We address these topics. And one of the interesting features about this newsletter is that we have a hotline at workplacenewsletters.com. You'll see a button. And when you click that button, you can tell us what kind of content you'd like to see in the newsletter. It helps us, it helps you, and it helps your company reduce risk. Workplace newsletters target productivity, they target wellness, they target communication, and they also present your own news. When you have your own news to put in the newsletter. If you don't have your own newsletter, it's still ready to go. The other part about this newsletter is it comes in MS Publisher, MS Word with graphics, text only, or a PDF, or you can get all four. There's no additional charge whatsoever. You pay for the newsletter based upon the size of your company, but you can get 3 complete issues and 24 to 30 articles if you go to workplacenewsletters.com and click on the FrontLine Employee link at the top of the page where it says shop, or you can click the link below this video. And if you don't mind, go ahead and like this video so other people find out about this solution, because what's going to happen is it's going to relieve all your stress. You're going to start loving your job again. You're not going to start thinking about quitting because you have this burden of putting together a workplace wellness and communication in-house company newsletter. You can, whatever you want to call it is up to you, and however you want to use it is up to you. But this solution is designed to completely eliminate the burden that thousands of people are suffering with regarding to doing a newsletter in their company. There's many companies that started a newsletter years ago, and if you're one of them and you're revisiting this idea because no one could ever keep up with it, the answer is not searching the internet looking for articles and ideas. You want to just give up on that stress. We have our own system for developing content, and we probably have 30 or 40 ways that we do that. So we figured out the secret sauce for how to put together a newsletter that actually works. You're going to be proud of this newsletter. And here's the other thing. If you don't love it, there's a 1-year full 365-day money-back guarantee on this newsletter. And but you can go to Workplace Newsletters right now, download 3 complete issues, and for the next 3 months, you're not going to have any stress, and it's not going to cost you anything. We're not going to invoice you. We're not going to bill you. We're not going to be calling you. It's going to be you're going to get that relief for 3 months, whether you continue with FrontLine Employee or not, but we hope you do. And we don't know of another solution like this in the country. The newsletter is available in Spanish, like I said, and it's also editable. So those folks in English-speaking countries like the UK or Australia or Canada can edit. And we have subscribers in all those places. So call me 24 hours a day if you have a question about this newsletter. I'm at 1-800-626-4327. And I'll be happy to talk with you about how this works. It's very simple, but you'll see that there's a tiered price for it. If you have under 100 employees in your company, it'll basically cost $495 a year. But it goes up from there. But if you're also an employee assistance program provider, we have a special price for you where you can distribute it to other companies that are customers of yours. So any questions, give me a call. And thanks very much for paying attention to this video.